James, a lot of discussion around Brexit and also the implications in terms of the real estate, real asset side. Just give some highlights of the types of information that you're looking for in terms of the special report.
Yeah, we're putting together an ambitious special report. We're trying to cover the impact of Brexit across the property industry. Now, this is very much not about relitigating what has happened, but trying to gauge how it's going to affect sectors from the standpoint that we're at now across investments, capital flows, how it affects financing markets, and of course, the specific sector by sector occupier trends. What we're looking for is, some of the nuanced changes and challenges that might emerge out of some of the fine print in the trade and cooperation agreement. And also, we want to hear from people as to sort of what the solutions might be. So we would like to hear from real asset media viewers and readers. We want to hear from investors, from asset managers, leasing agents, professional advisory firms, banks and other lenders, as well as the technology sector. And some of the questions we want to ask are around what people expect from the Financial Services Memorandum of Understanding, what access will be agreed for trading high-value financial and professional services, such as law, professional advisory, tax and accounting, management consultancy, what the City of London can do to retain its preeminent position as the world's financial centre. We also, if we can, and this is a tricky one, we want to try to disentangle the impact of Brexit and COVID-19. So I see COVID-19 in the grand sweep of history as being hopefully fairly short term. We're in year 2 and it may run throughout this year, but Brexit is a far longer term trend. And so where possible, we're looking just to understand the Brexit impacts. Although in the near term, it's obviously the case that they're going to be conflated. A few other questions that we've thought of, I'd be interested to hear people's views on is, will overseas lenders and banks still retain the same appetite to lend against UK real estate? Is there going to be differences because of Brexit? Is there any regulatory hurdles to jump through? What is the future of pan-European real estate funds? Are there going to be ex-UK in the future? And what about pan-European capital markets transactions like CMBS? What's the regulatory requirements like for that now? Also, one of the things that people have often said in the debate around Brexit is much of it from Brexiteers has been about kind of reclaiming sovereignty. And there hasn't been much articulated about how that sovereignty will be used. So really, we want to ask, what can the UK do now to differentiate itself with its newfound powers to make its own laws that will be of benefit to the property sector? What would you like to see happen? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
I think it's really interesting to be able to pick up some of that feedback from the industry and then be able to share their views. So thanks very much, James, for joining us.